What is up, fellow vloggers, gamers, and of course, elites, and welcome to the TonyVloging Q&A. A lot of people have not entitled, but have asked to be, well, not asked to be, have asked me to do a Q&A on the vlogging channel, because videos that I make on this channel that get questioned, I am not allowed to answer them on my other channel. If they get questioned on this channel, they get answered on this channel. Same rule applies to other channels, unless it's Team Hardcore Gamers. Team Hardcore Gamers rightfully has a right, simply because it's a lead channel. Can we get more subscribers to that? So, yeah, I believe I've already said it before. You asked me, in the same way you asked me with the other channel, hashtag Ask Tony, Ask Calais, or even hashtag Ask Liam. If you actually want to get in a Q&A with my father, you're gonna have to put a lot of effort in, because he's not interested. So if you want a Q&A with my father, you gotta buckle down a little bit, and you gotta ask for it, because a lot of people have actually, people say, we see Tony, VKC, actual Tony, which is the father, which is my dad, he's in your BBQ, and a lot of people who watch the BBQ like the BBQ, which stands for barbecue. But let's get into the Q&A, shall we? So the first question is I'm just reading these off my other tablet. I'm just holding them in separate hands. The first question is, what inspired you to make a vlogging channel, and what inspired you to make a vlogging channel, and what inspired you to make a channel itself? I personally wanted, well, the fact is that I was looking at people that would legit get a video camera and record them playing, and I kind of liked that, so I said, I'll try it, and I liked it. That's why I'm doing it right now. Although when you do it in public, you feel a bit weird. I've tried to record in public, but places like Woolworths, they kick you out for it. They kick you out for it. Next question. Actually, he's got a decent name. Jason Lopez. Are you Jessica Lopez's son? Jason Lopez asks, by any chance, do you have any information on Casey reuniting Team Hardcore Gamers, hence getting a PlayStation 3 again? Good news. He sent me a message, I think it might have been yesterday or the day before, saying, great news, I might be getting a PS3. Now, good. Now, Casey, if you watch this video, I recommend you avoid getting a PlayStation 3, the ordinary 3, because you ain't gonna get just 3 different hard drives. You're gonna get 20 gig, 60 gig, and 80 gig. That's all you're gonna get for that thing. Plus, that thing's only gonna last you about a year before it starts being a pain in the ass. Well, Casey, if it's your only option of getting a PlayStation, sure, get it. But if you could do better, and please try to get at least a slim or a super slim like me. I recommend you get a slim, because it will be cheaper, but you will be able to have a decent sized hard drive. So Casey, that's just what I recommend. I recommend, if you have to, you get the ordinary model, but I'm also recommending you don't get that. I recommend you get at least a slim or super slim. Whatever one you can afford, you get. Just please try to avoid the one that's going to cause you grief, because that thing is basically will do exactly what the people who are an early adopter to the PlayStation 4 will be. If you're one of the people who got one on the early market, like Champ Chong or PewDiePie or Francis, you got one at least a couple months before it came out. Yours may have disc ejection problems. Well, that is exactly what the PS3 is going to do to you. So Casey, get a slim if you can, because It's not going to cause you much problems. Besides, it's actually smaller, so it's going to save you some space. But, reuniting Team Hardcore Gamers, what do you mean? What did you think did you think? No, what in the F do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Reunite Team Hardcore Sorry. Reunite. I just because Jacob left. No, he got kicked. He got fair and square kicked by me. Now, surely it wasn't something that Casey and Steve agreed on. But at the time, as Jacob and Casey are good friends, at the time, guys, Casey didn't seem to... Oh, God. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just a giant magpie fest over there. But Casey didn't seem, too angry with me once I did it. He was like, I'm kind of on your side here. What a surprise. Steven didn't really care. So, yeah. But reunite, if it was the case of being reunited, yes, Casey would reunite it. How he would do it is getting a PS3. Then the Survival Series, which I miss, would come back. And guys, future gameplay videos might be on this tablet. I just had to find out a recording thing, because my recording stand at the moment works with two different tablets. With the posted one, and my mom's additional tablet. I have to figure out a method for this tablet. So, yeah. Next question. Well, this actually is kind of based off the last question. It's by the same guy. But, it's actually relatively new. The old one was like a couple months ago. This one's only a couple hours old. He asked, does Casey like Steve? Does Jacob like Steve? Well, Steven's told me that, Casey doesn't really like me. Well, I don't understand, because Casey seems, unless he's being sarcastic, he's doing a real good job. He seems fairly a good friend to me. He doesn't annoy me. I don't know if I annoy him. We've done a lot of things together, because me and him, we met, I think late 2000, December 15th, 2014, on Saints Row the 3rd. We're still yet to reenact how we met. We might, just my Saints Row the 3rd just isn't working. It is at the moment, just not the best. I better make this quick, because we're running out of time. We only have 7 minutes left, because this channel ain't verified, because this is a vlogging channel, guys. Well, that's when me and him met, and it was some point around March that I deleted him, because his brother was pissing me off. His brother kept kicking him off the PlayStation. It was pissing me off. I said to him, if this keeps happening, I'm going to delete you. Because I like my friends to have access to their gaming time whenever they bloody want. And he didn't have it that way, so I got rid of him. It was some point around July that he re-added me with a microphone, and him and Steve met, and they just had it on. They had a fight for about an hour, and eventually both of them left. Casey come back saying sorry. Steven was just, still F you, and they were like that for the next month, until finally Casey coughed up the I have a YouTube channel, and I said, so do I. I had 10 subscribers at the time, and he only had 20. I think he only had 19. I was his 20th subscriber. I was the cause of his 20 sub special. He was the and he was the cause of my 10 subscribers. Thank you. So yeah. And then ever since then we created Team Hardcore Gamers some point in October 20. No, it was still in July. Where he came up with it, he said, let's unite me, Steve, and you on a channel. What should we call her? And at the time, I was watching a team hardcore deathmatch on Call of Duty, and I said, Team Hardcore Gamers, and he said, love it, I'll create the channel. But I'm going to make a new Gmail called it's the Creth Gmail. If you get into that, if you manage to get into, Creth, like the Creth Gmail, you'll be famous, because that account has access to a lot of channels. That account has access to Steve's channel, my vlogging channel, Electric Flame, Team Hardcore Gamers, Team VKC, Team TIC, TIC Priv, the works. You get into that channel, you control that. At the moment, in there would be me, Steve, Casey, Aiden, Jake, and Josh. But some stuff is changing, and I asked everyone besides Casey and Steve, and they said no. And I know Aiden wouldn't do it because he leaves things alone when you tell him to. Jake says he hasn't been in there for at least a while, and Josh says he's still doing his job, and that's editing Team Hardcore Gamers and maintaining that. So I'm thinking someone else is in there, but they're laying very low. All right, last two questions. Sorry if I missed some of the question, like a part of the question, but yeah. The next question is, what PlayStation model do you, Steve, and Casey use? I use the Super Slim. I got it for my 2012 Christmas. Back then, that makes me 9. No, that makes me 10. At the time, I got the PlayStation 3 when I was 10. When I was 11, I got it online. But I use a Super Slim. Steven had a Slim of his brother's, and he had the additional Grand Theft Auto 5 count, Dirty Puzz. And we all both knew when we kind of at each other like that. You know how much I miss just waking up in the morning, turning on the PlayStation and seeing Steve be playing Minecraft or WWE. I miss Steven being online every day. I miss that offline and online. Now I see it about once a month. I miss it because Steven was a good friend. He's probably my best cyber friend and my second best friend. So yeah. Just to be clear, Steve, no offense, my first best friend would have to be Aiden, because I've known him longer than you, and we've seen each other more times. But the way Aiden's going, guys, Steven's kind of approaching first place. Okay, he's approaching first place because Aiden's just being an ass to me. But I believe Casey used the ordinary model. So Casey, back to the original PlayStation that you want to get. Don't get the original model that you had unless it was a Slim. Because things just give him grief. Because I miss Casey as well. I miss Crazy Family. Times are blowing because I have friends that I met on Saints Row the 3rd in 2000. I don't know. In 2012 and 13, I'm meeting friends on Saints Row the 3rd, PS3. Like this guy called the Saints Row 3. He disappeared in 2014, and he doesn't have the PlayStation Plus symbol. He just disappeared. He just went offline. And I lost my hopes. I deleted him after 6 months. But some people I have for 2.5 years now, because I want them to come back online, so I keep them in my friends list. But yeah, our last question of the day. It's getting dark. Last question of the day, guys, would have to be simply someone asked, "What is your favorite game?" I'm going to reply with, I probably have to say Grand Theft Auto 5. It's an awesome game. But we're just about to hit 15 minutes, guys, so thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, and you want to submit, if you enjoyed the video, and hashtag Ask Tony, Ask Calais, or even Ask Liam to get a question for the Q&A series.